checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. WWE changes have we got?
Well, at the, before the Rumble, they had a complete card for WrestleMania. I didn't have the card. What I had of the cards in this week's issue. But I was told that everything is up in the air. Essentially, the way it was described to me is, and this makes no sense, but this is how I was told, is that they're very disappointed with the advance. It's down about 18% from last year at the same time. I think they'll still fill it, but, they are disappointed. The problem is that they think that changing a card that nobody knows, because literally people only know one match. So changing the card, it's not like if they have a bad card out there and people aren't buying tickets. If that was the case, yeah, sure. Think about changing the card. They don't have a card out there. So there's been a lot of internal criticism of Paul Levesque as far as not keeping, they keep changing the plans essentially. Like Vince, but just they have a plan and then they change the plan. And right now everything is up in the air because of the feeling that the attendance is, the advance is down, but and it may be down more because the comps are included in that number, and you don't know how many are comps. Although WrestleMania is not going to have, it'll have some comps because of businesses and things, but it ain't going to have a lot. It'll be a few thousand, but which I guess is somewhat, more than they're going to do a regular show. But the thing is the problems are, number one, ticket prices are really high, higher than last year. Number two, a lot of foreigners won't come to the United States right now. And many who will only come once this year coming for the World Cup. But a lot, tourism in Vegas is down. That's one of the reasons why WrestleMania is there again, because tourism's down, and it's down throughout the United States, but Vegas has been hit hard. And because of that, they asked to get WrestleMania back, and WWE obliged. And then, that's, a lot of people from Europe and a lot of people, particularly from Canada, aren't coming. And so that is one of the reasons that attendance is down as well. They're not at the peak that they were a year ago, although WrestleMania has drawn well and sold out or come close to selling out in stadiums when popularity wasn't even remotely close to what it is now. So that's not really, the issue. The issue is, the price and...
Dude, it's the price. It's not only the price of the tickets, but it's the price of tickets and also the price of Vegas.
Yeah.
So it's not like, okay, there's a big pay-per-view coming to your town, Survivor Series is coming. All right, you'll pop for tickets. You have to pop for tickets for 2 nights. Mm-hmm. You have to fly in. You've got to, get your hotel. You've got to do all of this.
Our hotel's up a lot because I know when I was first told about this, because they have another convention there, I was told that the hotels were going to be much higher this year than other years.
I don't know, but I would not be the least bit surprised because the price of everything in Vegas have gone way up. And, Raw's coming to Seattle, and I thought about going. And maybe taking Paisley. And the absolute cheapest price for Raw, the cheapest price way up in the middle of nowhere, was $200. And I was like, I ain't paying $200 to go to Raw. And I look at these WrestleMania prices, and it's like, these prices are crazy. It's one thing if there were 20,000 seats and it's a hot ticket, but you're trying to sell, 50, 60,000 seats for 2 straight
50,
nights?
50.
And you're charging these crazy prices to get in? At some point, they'll probably lower the prices. But, people have to make plans to travel.
That's the
and
thing.
They're not going to sit around and wait till the last week. If you wait till the last week and ticket prices go down, your flight's going to be sky high, and then you ain't going to be able to get a hotel at a decent price. It's too expensive right now. I feel like they've hit that point where these ticket prices may be too high.
But the thing is it's got nothing to do with the card.
No, of course not. There is no card.
There is no card, exactly. It has nothing to do with the card. That's why I think the whole thing is so weird, because it's like, why panic over ticket sales and change the card when nobody knows the card to begin with?
If you want to put a card out 3 months in advance and start lowering ticket prices now, maybe you'd move some tickets. But, putting out, we got one match. The ticket prices are exorbitant. And I'm not surprised that that business is struggling for this show.
Well, so. I wouldn't call. I don't call 36,000 tickets struggling. I mean, I think that they're gonna fill it, but they're not as sure, I guess. But it's not bad. I mean, they've had a lot worse advances in other years and a lot worse sales in other years too. So, but I mean, the thing is that like they have been so used to WrestleMania, the last couple of years being this really hot ticket, and it's still a hot ticket when you consider the prices that they're charging. But but anyway, yeah, everything is up in the air, and who knows what's going to happen. And even Cody Rhodes and Drew is not a sure thing right now, and all the other matches are not a sure thing. The only match that's a sure thing right now is CM Punk and Roman Reigns. That one's not going to change, obviously. They can't change it, and they have no interest in changing it either.
I think if you're going to do Cody and Drew, it's got to be Cody and Drew and Jacob Fatu. This will be like the fourth Cody Drew match in the last 8 months.
Yeah, well,
we've seen this match over and over and over and over again, and to do it again at WrestleMania, I think you have to have some sort of...
Or you'd have to have a stip.
It's either got to be a Hell in a Cell, which I don't even know what that sells nowadays. I mean...
Well, it means something.
They had a cage match that people just got in. I mean...
Yeah. I mean, the last Hell in a Cell match that they had was Punk and Drew, and that one... Wasn't the last one? And that one delivered. That was like a big success. So, I mean, as far as like... as far as like a match to deliver on that stipulation and be something special... The last Hell in a Cell was. The last cage match certainly was not. The last many cage matches, most of them were not. I mean, they bastardized the cage match, but, they've done that for 40 years. So it's, but that's also why the cage match won't draw anything special, probably.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.